The Broncos just made a bit of a splash in free agency, signing a new weapon for whoever our new quarterback's going to be for 2024. It was announced today by Mike Garafolo that the Broncos are signing former Detroit Lions wide receiver Josh Reynolds to a 2-year deal worth a maximum of $14 million. After a 40-catch season, 5 touchdowns last year in Detroit, Reynolds joins Sean Payton's offense here in Denver. I actually think this is a really good signing. I'm somebody who kind of follows the Detroit Lions a little bit because my friend and business partner Derek, host of the Detroit Lions Syndicate, he's somebody who I chat with quite a bit. So by default, I follow the Lions a little bit. And I really, really like Josh Reynolds' game. Ever since he got to Detroit, he rekindled some of his chemistry that he had with his old quarterback from the Rams, Jared Goff. And I think that he at times served as a security blanket for Goff. I'm honestly a little bit surprised that the Lions let him go and ended up signing Donovan Peoples-Jones to an extension instead, because again, he was a really, really dependable weapon for Jared Goff. Unfortunately, Josh Reynolds' time with the Lions did end on a bit of a rough note because he had a killer drop in the NFC Championship game, but aside from that, Josh Reynolds was really, really solid with his time with the Lions. If we come over here, take a look at some of his stats. He started off with the Los Angeles Rams, 6'3", 194 pounds, fourth round pick from the Rams in 2017. Throughout his time there, his best season was in 2020, catching balls from Jared Goff, 52 catches, 618 yards, 2 touchdowns there. And then he had a very similar season to that last year in Detroit, once again catching balls from Jared Goff. 5 touchdowns, 618 yards, 15.2 yards per catch. Very dependable guy, especially kind of in between the 20s. And he obviously was a bit of a threat in the red zone as well. So Josh Reynolds is a sneaky good addition for the Denver Broncos. I think that he could fill sort of a Z receiver role for them. This does also open the door about the Denver Broncos possibly moving on maybe from Courtland Sutton because of the addition of Josh Reynolds for $7 million average annual value. I'm really interested to see how the Denver Broncos want to approach the wide receiver room over the next few days. Maybe they view Courtland Sutton as a potential expendable piece here in order to get some draft capital. So that's definitely a possibility. I don't know. It's certainly going to push guys like Brandon Johnson and little Jordan Humphrey more to the back burner. I think Humphrey will still have his own role because of his blocking abilities, but it's going to be really, really interesting to see what happens with Brandon Johnson moving forward, especially because of this signing. So I really, really like this move, Broncos country. I think the Broncos got better today by signing Josh Reynolds, but I'm curious about your thoughts on this, Broncos country. Drop those comments down below. I would love to hear them as always. Be sure to leave a like on this video as well as subscribe and ring the bell so these videos appear in your notification feed and you don't miss when we upload. And until next time, guys, I'm your host, Gage Madrid, saying peace out.